Yo, what's going on YouTube? My name is Bradyoactiv. I'm here with my Twitch stream currently on twitch.tv/Bradyoactiv. If you guys want to join my live streams, I do a lot of shiny hunting, a lot of raiding, doing some competitive battles as well, so the link will be in the description for that. But we decided that it would be a fun time to go ahead and rank all of the main series Pokemon games because we were kind of discussing it in stream here, so I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and do this, man. I'm actually gonna turn my emote thing off so that my emotes aren't floating all across the stream while we're trying to do this, man. But if you guys enjoy this video, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for more Pokemon content, leave a comment down below what your favorite Pokemon game is, or if you would move around some of my rankings for my Pokemon games. Keep in mind too, this is complete 100% opinion. I'm sure I'm gonna put some games somewhere that you don't like, but it's opinion, man. That's how it works, man. So let's do this, man. Let's rank the Pokemon games. You guys can see that we have all of the mainline Pokemon games here. We have everything going from S rank down to D rank. So we're gonna do this. First of all, Diamond Pearl, D rank. Platinum, slightly above D rank. Let me explain this because I know that there's gonna be people that yell at me for this. This has nothing to do with Diamond, Pearl, Platinum as games. What it has to do for me is these are the games that I have the least amount of nostalgia for. Gen 4 for me was the generation where I kind of got out of Pokemon for a little while. So for me, these games, I don't hold these games as in high regard, just on a personal, emotional level. So I want to explain my ranking there for these games. That's why I'm putting them there. It has nothing to do with them as games. Alright, so we're going to do the next one. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. S tier. I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. 2 regions, 16 gyms, you know, incredible games, man. The Johto games are amazing. This is not an unpopular opinion by any means. This is also, I would say that Heart Gold and Soul Silver, after Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, were really when I started to like really get interested in Pokemon again. I have memories of these games, playing these games on like a choir trip to Chicago in high school and stuff. So I love these games, man, for real. Let's go ahead and rank the next games. I'm gonna put, let's see here, what do we got? Sword and Shield. All right, these are the, should I save Sword and Shield to the end? Let's see here. What do I want to do next? Let's do Red and Blue. I'm gonna put them in B tier. They're not the greatest games. That's obvious. We've had, you know, 20 plus years of new Pokemon games to rectify a lot of the issues with these games. I'm gonna put Yellow in there too because it's the same generation. However, for me, they're the first games. I'm a Gen 1er. I started Pokemon with Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. There's always gonna be a special place in my heart for these games. So yeah, I'm gonna put them there, but I'm gonna put Fire Red and Leaf Green, A tier. I could replay Fire Red and Leaf Green all day. I feel like these, like if you're gonna do multiple playthroughs of a game, like, you know, type playthroughs, like any sort of Nuzlocke or anything, these are really the best games to do them in because it's a short region. It's a easily completable game. It's got over 300 Pokemon in it. There's a lot of ROM hacks out there that increase the quality of life of these games. I've replayed Fire Red and Leaf Green so much at this point that I've had a fun time with them every single time. So I'm gonna put them in A tier. I really like these games, man. As long as we're doing the Kanto games, where's Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu? Are they even on here? Alright, so Let's Go's not on here, but in the case that it was, I'd put them in B tier. I really like Let's Go, but the limited roster and everything, and limited post-game compared to Fire Red and Leaf Green, which are the same region and the same storyline, kind of puts it a tick under Fire Red and Leaf Green for me. So I'd put it in B tier. Let's see here. Let's put Gold and Silver. Gold and Silver, I'm gonna put in B tier as well. Same thing with Crystal. Again, like, I love these games, man, for a lot of the same reasons that I love Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But it's clear that, like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are newer. There's an expanded Pokemon roster in here. Like, obviously they got better graphics. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are beautiful games, man. Just from a graphical perspective. So, like, I gotta give credit to the originals where they belong, but, like, obviously, you know, the newer one is better. Let's go Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, A tier. I love these games, man. Omega Ruby and like I said, guys, a lot of this is going to be emotional connection to these games. And Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were really the beginning of me as a content creator for Pokemon, both on YouTube and Twitch. Like, I started right at the very, very tail end of X and Y. So for me, like, I basically consider myself having started these games when or started being a content creator when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were coming out. So I have 2 years under my belt of basically just playing these games. Not to mention the fact that every legendary at the time was available in these games. The fact that these games started to really be the start of making breeding really easy. The fact that there was a vast variety of shiny hunting methods in these games, from horde hunting to chain fishing to Masuda method to Dexnav, especially Dexnav, made these very fun games to play, really extended the life of these games. So I have very, very fond memories of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I'm gonna put Emerald. I'm actually gonna put Emerald in A tier as well, next to him. For a lot of the, I love Hoenn as a region. I love the story of Hoenn. I love the music of Hoenn, especially love the music of Hoenn. Emerald has a more extensive, I would say a more extensive post-game than Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire do with the battle frontier and everything. So I'm gonna rank them right next to them. Ruby and Sapphire, we're gonna put them in B tier again. And, again, all of these original games compared to the remix, I think I'm just gonna put in B tier, and for the reason that they, like, I gotta give respect to the original generations, but obviously the remakes are probably in most cases, right? All right, so let's go X and Y. I'm gonna put X and Y. I'll put them in C tier. I like X and Y. I can remember, like, my hype building up to X and Y was insurmountable. I was really pumped for these games. I really enjoyed my initial playthrough of the experience of these games. I love the Fred Safari for shiny hunting. I was so mad at the lack of post-game compared to the previous generation in these games that it knocks it down so many pegs for me. Plus, so many of the unanswered questions that we still to this day do not have an answer to storyline-wise. Like, we never got a proper Zygarde storyline. It was just kind of shoehorned into Sun and Moon. We never got a proper third game to tie up any loose ends. Like, there were just a lot about X and Y that just kind of left us empty-handed or on a cliffhanger, you know? So I'm gonna put them in C tier. I really like the games, but I had my disappointments with them. Let's see here. We got Gen 7 and Gen 5 left. So I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Gen 5, A tier, man. Seriously, best games in the entire franchise. The fact that Black and White for me was like the real like I said, I really got back into Pokemon after my kind of hiatus from it in Gen 4 with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but obviously Gen 5 was my first completely brand new experience with it. I am in the minority that really likes the fact that Black and White limited the entire mainline game to just the Unova decks, because it made it feel like a completely fresh experience. But then on top of that, with Black and White 2, Black and White 2 are the only games in the franchise that are completely direct sequels and continue and build on the storyline that was established in the previous game. I mean, I guess you could kind of think of Heart Gold and Soul Silver that way with the Kanto games, but I feel like there's a difference with Black 2 and White 2, you know? So I really like them for that reason. The post game between Joint Avenue and the Pokemon World Tournament and stuff like that in Black 2 and White 2, like, these games easily have the best post game of any game in the franchise. Maybe Heart Gold, Soul Silver only somewhat, or like maybe touching on that a little bit, you know? Sun and Moon, C tier. Actually, you know what? Sun and Moon, D tier. I like the Alola games, so, and here's my opinion on this, and I'm gonna forgive this in a second. Sun and Moon, B tier. I like the Alola games, man. However, there was no reason for Sun and Moon to exist. Ultra Sun and Moon was obviously the more thought out, more fleshed out game. And really should have been what Sun and Moon were, you know? And the reason I'm putting it in B tier is because I can never get over the fact that first like 2 hours of the game just drags, man. I've only done maybe 2 or 3 playthroughs of the Alola games simply because that first island is literally hair pulling to try and get through. However, the rest of the game I love. I know a lot of people will say that they wish they could skip the cutscenes and stuff like that, and I can understand the sentiment behind that. But I do think that Ultra Sun and Moon had a very well thought out storyline. Alola as a region was beautiful. I liked that it tried to take risks by switching up the gym formula and giving us trials instead. So I think there's a lot that Ultra Sun and Moon did right. And of course, the Ultra wormholes and being able, again, to find every legendary at the time and like having additional shiny hunting options and stuff was great as well. I really liked SOS as a shiny hunting option. I know I'm talking a lot about shiny hunting options in this game, but keep in mind that a lot of my opinions come with these games based on a perspective as a shiny hunter, because that's a lot of what I do. So I do like Ultra Sun and Moon. I like the Alola games. I don't think Sun and Moon should have existed. Ultra Sun and Moon should have been what Sun and Moon were. So that's why I'm putting Sun and Moon in D tier. All right, final games and our most recent ones, guys. My opinion on these games. A tier. And here's my reasoning, guys. Yes, I'm upset about the limited decks. Yes, I think the pacing of the storyline could have been better. However, I think the focus on trying to make competitive a little bit more balanced, particularly from VGC. These are the first games that I've ever been interested in trying to learn VGC. The fact that they've added so many quality of life improvements between making bottle caps readily accessible through the Digging Duo, through making the ability to change natures with mints, so that way if you find a Pokemon in the wild that you really like and it has a wrong nature or something, like you find a shiny, that you could change that's cool. The fact that you can transfer egg moves onto a Pokemon that previously wasn't bred and didn't have them is sick. Like, I think that these games did a lot right. I do think that they have mistakes that I hope Game Freak and the Pokemon Company rectify going forward. But my overall opinion of Sword and Shield as games is that I had an incredibly fun time with my initial playthrough of them. I really like the games. Yes, there's faults in them, but I really, really like Sword and Shield. I've been saying on stream that Sword and Shield might be my third favorite games following the Gen 5 games, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So, alright guys, I think that I'm pretty happy with this list overall, man. So, like I said, guys, if you have disagreements with me for any reason, if you would have ranked these games somewhat differently, let me know in the comments down below. One more time, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this button. Or enjoyed this button. If you enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.